Andy, you weren't always in Pembrokeshire, were you?
No, I was brought up in Pembrokeshire and I went away when I was younger, joined the military and served in the armed forces for a number of years and then joined the police service, and 12 years ago came back home to Dyfed-Powys Police, and I've been living here ever since. So it's great to be back, it's lovely.
Andy, it looks like it might be getting heavy now. Could I maybe have a go?
Yes, sure.
I'll bear the load. Oh, it's heavier than I thought. And you carried this for how long, you say?
We did 24 hours and then 5 hours, but
wow.
We were changing who was carrying it regularly as a team.
I would be changing very regularly. This is quite heavy.
Well, you're part of the team.
I am now.
Guy and myself have a lot in common. The mezzo-soprano also grew up in Wales, she sang at the Eisteddfod, and we both left as teenagers to pursue our singing careers in London.
So how old were you when you left Wales?
I was just 18.
And how did that feel, leaving your homeland?
I was burning with ambition.
Sounds like me.
And I felt I wanted to go places, I wanted to meet people. I felt it was a phase of life I wanted to go for.
I can see from the photos you've got here, your career took you all over the world. What would you say your highlights have been?
Working with some very, very fine conductors. I did the concert that was given for Yuri Gagarin, the first man up in space.
This has to be a highlight, surely, the investiture of the Prince of Wales.
Oh, yes. Yes, I enjoyed that. It was wonderful being chosen, you know, as one of the Welsh soloists to sing at the investiture.
And somewhere along your way, you met your husband. John?
Well, I met John, you know, when I was in the early days of Sadler's Wells.
Was it love at first note?
No, I just admired him as an artist. And it worked up from there.
And he followed you back to Wales?
And he followed me back to Wales, yes.
John was also an internationally renowned singer who was born in the Lancashire village of Blackrod. But when it came time to retire 13 years ago, they both agreed Pembrokeshire was the place. Since being here, they've rediscovered their all-important faith.
When you were growing up, were you always chapel goers?
Yes, I was brought up in the chapel. I was christened there, and I was made a member of Penclouth, Bethel Penclouth Chapel, and we got married there.
Yes.
Has moving back to Wales helped your faith?
I feel I belong here. I'm Welsh. And when we moved here at Sageston, we bought a house, and we met a gentleman taking a walk, and we started talking about chapels and how we'd like to, you know, sort of settle down here and so forth. And he said, well, why don't you come and see Cerw Wesley? So we did. We loved the people, and they've been it's an extension of the family. And we've been happy here ever since, haven't we?
Yes. Although Blackrod is still in me, it's not as much now as it was ever before. I feel far more Welsh than Blackrodian.
Maybe that's because the Welsh are better singers?
I don't know. I don't know. They're not bad in Blackrod.
Every morning when I wake, dear Lord, a little prayer I make. Oh, please to keep thy loving eye on all poor creatures born to die. And every evening at sundown, I ask a blessing on the town. For whether we last the night or no, I'm sure is always touch and go. We are not holy, bad or good, who live our lives under milkwood. And thou, I know, wilt be the first to see our best side, not our worst. Oh, let us see another day. Bless us all this night, I pray. And to the sun we all will bow and say goodbye, but just for now.
Pembrokeshire National Park stretches for 260 miles along the Welsh coast and receives over 4 million visitors every year.
One of the best ways to see the coast is from the water. So today I'm off with 3 generations of the same family to explore the coastline by kayak.
George Middleton, his daughter-in-law Sarah and granddaughter Alice regularly take to the sea around St David's. But they aren't just out for a day trip. They are water-bound wombles, cleaning the coastline and beaches of rubbish.
Alice, when you're kayaking you don't see the rubbish, but it totally washes up, doesn't it? I mean,
yeah, not only does it look ugly on this beautiful beach, but it's also causing a huge amount of damage to the wildlife. Every year 100,000 mammals and 1 million seabirds die from ingestion of plastic and also entanglement in things like these fishing lines.
how often do you come out?
Well, I live just a mile or so from here, so I'm constantly on the beaches, and I'll do a beach clean every day if I'm on the beach.
Alice was married in nearby St David's, like her mother before her. Mum, Sarah, and her father-in-law George are regulars at the cathedral, but find the outdoors equally as spiritual.
Oh, I have a passion for where I live, and whether it's on the water or inland, up on the hills, it's part of my soul, it's part of my lifeline.
You've not always been based here though?
No, in my young 20s I lived in London and worked as a nanny.
Me too. We have something in common.
Yes. Yeah.
Did you wear a habit?
Yes, I just couldn't quite resist that Christian look. So.
Couldn't kick the habit. So what brought you back? Was it the countryside? Was it that you feel...
I think there's always a calling for this area. I used to find driving away from Pembrokeshire, going back, whether it was to school or to work in London, I'd have tears rolling down my face just thinking, why on earth am I leaving this area? And then other times that coming back, as you come over a brow of a hill, you just have this span of St Bride's Bay opening up before you, and it just opens your whole being, and again just crying because of that sense of coming home to where I'm meant to be.